Xerfi Global has recently published a study on the global logistics industry, which has become a tale of two speeds. On the one hand, general cross-border transport is seeing headwinds. Global trade is currently in the doldrums, reflecting a cocktail of factors, including the shortening of global value chains, slowing trade liberalisation, and rising protectionism, as well as reduced imports and exports of the world's trade epicentre, China. This slowdown in trade is particularly bad news for the ocean and air freight markets, bringing demand down below supply and resulting in major overcapacity and thus downward pressure on freight rates and profitability. Nevertheless, where one door shuts, others open. While cross-border transport may be suffering, greater demand is seen for more specialised, higher added value logistic activities required for flourishing e-commerce and increasingly complex supply chains in niche sectors such as healthcare. The relationship between e-commerce and logistics is a particularly interesting one. The two markets very much feed off each other. Without sophisticated and highly performing logistics that bridge sellers and buyers, the rise of e-commerce would not be possible, and at the same time, e-commerce has become a strong demand and innovation driver for the logistics industry, one no logistics provider can afford to ignore. This high level of mutual dependence comes with its challenges. Today's extremely competitive e-commerce market means that efficient value-added delivery has become a major selling point for retailers, and end customers are becoming increasingly demanding in their expectations. Quick, easy, and low-cost delivery has become the norm. Cost and performance pressure from both retailers and end customers on logistics providers is therefore very high, with logistics making or breaking the purchasing experience. At the same time, e-logistics tends to involve small or single batch deliveries and requires new distribution networks, such as mega e-fulfillment hubs, together with local depots. Furthermore, it entails high volumes of returns and thus a need for reverse logistics and returns processing centres. As a result, considerable investment is necessary, while economies of scale are few and far between. These high customer demands and the nature of the e-logistics beast can mean a squeeze on logistics providers' profit margins. The mixed market environment is reflected in major logistic providers' sales growth in 2015. Only 4 majors saw positive growth in sales, as growth driven by e-commerce, more sophisticated supply chain needs, and recovering mature markets was largely offset by headwinds in emerging countries' economies and trading, belt-tightening in the troubled oil and gas industry, as well as lower air and ocean transportation freight rates. In this environment, logistic companies are fine-tuning their portfolios to primarily turn their attentions to high-growth or high-value sectors. So as to compete in such sectors, they are also sharpening their expertise, particularly via acquisitions and partnerships. Thirdly, innovation is a major focus so as to both lower costs and differentiate themselves from competitors.